Welcome, one and all. It's Wednesday night, the first Wednesday night of 2023.
Happy New Year!
By God, we're back again. You guys are suckers for punishment, but we love yous anyway. I'm JP Cormier. This is my significant other person that's male.
Significant brother.
I didn't know where I was going with that.
No, I didn't either.
I was trying to make
scared.
a joke, but I couldn't get it. I fell apart there.
You did.
But I'll tell you what. One thing
What?
that you can't be sorry about.
What?
Is
What?
welcome
Two.
String Theory. Here's John and Chris and Ginger. It's String Theory.
Strange theory is right.
Christopher Coote, JP, the lovely Ginger.
We're enjoying her right now
She is right behind us.
with her Delft tones.
That one didn't last long. We have to get another one because that one is gone.
Oh, yeah.
And because we just... we're really enjoying this right now.
You know, I'm really enjoying listening to you drink. Up close and personal.
It's so good to be back.
You never went anywhere.
No, it's 3 years.
You're
Been doing
sporting
this
the
for 3
Patrick logo.
I am. Flat Pick Nation, boys.
You're Patrick's bitch tonight.
I am.
Nice.
I
Flat
told him he
Pick,
needs to get his own.
Flat Pick Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do merch this year, I've decided. We're going to go through the YouTube channels. They have a great merch program. We're going to get her started soon. Our partners, which we couldn't do this without. 3 years they've been with us. A lot of these guys have been with us the whole time. Boucher Guitars, of course. Levy's Leather Straps, of course. Citadel Music, Halifax. Reed's Music, Mount Pearl, Newfoundland. K&K Sound, our friends. The best pickups you can buy. Gallagher Guitars, who I just did a review today on a guitar, and it was awesome.
They also make great cozies.
They do.
Yeah.
And it's going to be up tomorrow. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock Nashville time, 4 o'clock our time. Recording King,
Yes, sir.
Elvis Yeri. Thank you, Chris Meikle, Yamaha Music Canada, James Martin Instruments in Kilkenny, Ireland, Joshua House Guitars, Cody Guitars. That guitar is coming up in review too pretty soon. Audio Sprockets, our buddy James May.
Yes, sir.
D'Addario Canada, Brickhouse Guitars. An exciting thing there is going to happen I'll talk about tonight. The Arc, our buddy Dakota. Apollo Picks, Tone Right, Epiphone Gibson. Thank you muchly, guys. Close Guitars. Blue Chip Picks. Tone Slap!
Tone Slap!
LR Bags.
Yes, sir.
Just unpacked our brand new Synop speaker tonight.
Sitting right over
Going to
yonder.
be reviewed soon. And our latest partner, Maestro Guitars in Singapore, Hosen.
Jennifer.
I'm
I'm not as think as you drunk I am, officer. Afternoon, Constable.
Focus.
We gave a Christmas present this year to a friend of ours, and it was a guitar.
Yes, it was. And he got and oh yes, that's a different guitar.
Yeah.
I received word from the grand prize winner.
He also made a comment here.
Oh,
Yes,
did he? The
that-
grand prize?
Yes, that he got his BG60
There you go.
Alvarez, and he loves it. So
Like you would.
thank you to Chris Meikle for doing that so quickly. It went really fast. So thank you to Yeri and everyone at Alvarez and St. Louis Music. You guys are awesome. There's huge things happening across the board, really. As I started back to work today, I did 2 reviews today. One for, well, you're going to see it tomorrow. It's a Gallagher guitar. I did another review, which will air Monday. We're going to have basically two videos a week for the whole month. And then while I'm gone on tour, I'm going to film enough this month that there'll be one every week while I'm gone. We've got about, 16 or 18 review videos to do. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So it's the start of the year, so let's go over, this will be our Capo Corner. Going to talk about what all these guys are doing. Boucher, he's going to keep making the world's
Wicked
best guitars.
Right.
Levy's going to keep making the world's best straps.
Yeah.
Citadel Music
Gonna keep selling
is going to keep selling shit.
Yeah.
Reed's Music, same thing. Also, we haven't mentioned. I know who's. Why haven't we mentioned G&G? We missed G&G.
What?
G&G, Glenn Gotel. Damn.
In the Highland heart of Nova Scotia.
And the number one Boucher dealer in the world.
Right. He's going to keep selling out of
He's
Boucher
going to keep.
guitars.
Yes, he is. K&K, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gallagher. There's a lot of big things going on with Gallagher right now.
Yeah.
There's a new line of guitars about to debut. An entirely new line that's never been done before. It's exciting. It's something that's going to be new. It's going to be at a price point that everybody can afford, and it's based on without giving it away, it's based on a previous instrument that is not made anymore. That they have taken up the mantle. And it's going to be exciting to see this happen. Recording King has come out with their 42 style guitars. They're killer. I got one here. I'm going to review it. It's deadly. Alvarez Yeri, huge stuff is happening on that front. I had a huge time with him in Nashville. Chris Meikle. There's a lot of very exciting things going to happen this year to do with me and them and the ongoing, relationship with those instruments. Yamaha, same thing. They're just gonna keep making killer guitars till the sun falls out
and
of the
motorcycles
sky. And
synthesizers
motors.
and outboard motors.
And James Martin. Haven't heard from James in a while. I still love him, but last I heard, as I've said before, he's making instruments to send over to us eventually, probably this year maybe. Joshua House. It's about time I get one of his guitars in. So Josh, if you're watching this,
let's do it.
It's time to get one of your guitars in here, as I want to show you off more than just talking about you. Cody. Still, his output has increased substantially through the channel. And he's very happy. I have this incredible custom-made guitar here I'm going to review. Audio Sprockets, haven't heard from them for a while, but they're still doing the same brilliance. D'Addario, same thing.
Yep.
Now, Brickhouse Guitars, that's a big one. Because Brickhouse is on fire with the partnership with Hosen and Maestro. Hosen is building some killer guitars, the Avenir line for Roger, and Maestro, straight Maestro guitars. There's another guitar that they sell called a Bridgeport, which Roger's developed aside as a bargain instrument, like high end, luthier quality for $1,000, $1,200, and Roger is about to embark on a massive YouTube thing that's actually going to follow String Theory every Wednesday night. So the plan, it's going to be a team effort. I don't know if it'll be next week or the week after, but when it starts, there'll be a link appear on String Theory at the end that you'll be able to click and go right to his live broadcast.
Right.
He's going to do 15-minute shows every week on a particular guitar or a particular builder or whatever's in his shop that he wants to talk about, right? And he's a super cool guy, Roger. So that's going to be awesome. So there's going to be like a sister show.
Yeah.
We'll link him right to us. And when you leave String Theory, you can go over and watch what's happening at Brickhouse for 15 minutes and get your guitar, your guitar on.
Fix, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's going to be super cool. There's a whole bunch of things going on there. The Arc, I just saw today that Dakota is on fire. He just built, I think, Koa or Cocobolo arcs for a Boucher Jumbo.
Nice.
That's like mine. And so that's happening. Apollo picks on fire. Still, it's hard to get. He's making them by hand. It's still my favorite. Tone Right. Again, it's no change. They're just killing. Everybody loves those things. Yep. Epiphone Gibson. That relationship has blossomed to the point where they're asking to just if you want any guitar that we build, Gibson, Epiphone, whatever, just tell us. Send it, review it. Shipping label to go back, and it doesn't cost us a dime. So we can get any Gibson we want in here for review.
Anything new that comes out?
That's right. Close guitars, they're still on fire selling everything. I'm going to make a request pretty soon to get I'm going to get a hybrid close in here, which is the guitar that I love so much, but with it's a wooden neck. It's
Right.
a mahogany, specialized mahogany neck with the carbon body. So I'm going to get one of those in. Blue chip, no question. Tone slab.
Don't slap!
Wicked picks.
Yeah.
LR Bags. LR Bags is just starting with us. As I said, I've just opened the Synops speaker, which is an all-in-one. You could do a show with it, or you could use it for a guitar amp, or you can do anything you want with that thing. It's unbelievable.
It's crazy looking, but
Yeah.
it's feature packed.
It's feature packed. It only weighs about 35 or 40 pounds. It's unbelievable.
I don't think it weighs that.
I don't know. I picked it up. It's pretty heavy. It's heavier than my amp, but not much.
It's a lot lighter than a lot of pull mounted speakers I've hefted, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot simpler than a Bose system. and
It'll
all
be
stuff
interesting
too,
to
right?
see how it sounds, how it works.
Yep. And
Ton of features on it.
it is. There's a lot of stuff. Like
Yeah.
you can't wait to review it.
For a one-man show,
exactly. You
or
can't-
even a two-man show,
Yep.
with an external mixer.
That's
just
right.
a little tiny
You
mixer.
could fill an entire hall with it.
You could do it.
So the last on our list, and certainly not least, Maestro Guitars, Hosen over in Singapore, is brand new with us, and that relationship is exploding too because of our friendship with Roger at Brick House, and also because Hosen is such a nice man.
Yeah.
I talk to him on Facebook every week, and he's just a super nice guy. He's one of those guys, right, that just loves guitar. He loves building good guitars and making them affordable, making luthier like one bench style guitars available to people.
Yeah.
That's not $10,000,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, it's just huge. The year is starting out incredible. There's a lot of things to be launched. There's going to be new stuff come up all year, I'm sure. I'm reading everybody's comments. I'm seeing everybody talking. It's just really it's amazing to look at all this and see that none of it has really ebbed. There's no down.
There's
turn.
been no ebb in our flow.
No, our flow has never ebbed.
Our flow is
Our ebb
turned
has-
into a tidal bore.
Our ebb has disappeared. We are the Bay of Fundy of musical knowledge. We're empty a lot of the time.
I was going to say, there's a huge tide.
Yeah. You can stare at the rock bottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of musical knowledge.
Yeah.
Extremely shallow. I don't know. Where
Yeah.
do you get it?
There's a dead tuna laying in the middle of us.
Yeah. On an August afternoon.
Yes. Hot.
80%
with
garbage?
flies
Yeah, with
buzzing.
circle flies circling over it.
Most of our knowledge has stink lines coming off it.
Mostly trash.
So I hope you guys had a great Christmas. The first and second place prizes have been delivered. I still have to give the 30-minute lesson to the third place winner. They have contacted me, so I'm just gonna get that done.
What are you doing the lesson on?
Oh, the other thing, the 6 straps are here. They're being packaged this week and sent out this week. So if you want a strap, there's 6 of you. Ginger's going to pack it up this week, and I'm going to take them down.
I'm going to give you the strap after the show.
Yeah. I figured you might.
Yeah. Boy.
So there you go. I think that's pretty well everything.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot. The first Christian goes to
Well, it's actually not a question.
this is the first one of 2023.
The first statement goes
Who's
to...
the first statement?
Who do you think it is?
It's got to be
Sudsy.
It's got to be Sudsy.
It is Mr. Sudsy. It
Yeah,
is.
of course it is.
Sudsy.
The first
Stephen
comment,
Bay.
I will say the first comment was Jeff Gallant. He was the
I
first.
thought it might be Jeff.
Yeah.
But
I
the
was gonna
first
say
super
Jeff.
chat is Stephen Baker.
Stephen Becker.
It says Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Mr. Bubbles.
And thanks, Jeff. Good to see you back, buddy.
Monsieur.
Glad you're back. We love you.
Jeff Gallant just took advantage of the gifting the memberships feature and gifted a membership to Pierre.
Oh,
Whoa.
cool. Right on. Thank you,
Classy
Jeff.
buddy Jeff.
You are the man.
Well done.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very
Sharing
much.
the love.
Yes, sir.
The super chat from Jeffrey Cohen, our
Jeffrey Cohen.
our grand prize winner.
Oh, cool.
Says, hi JP and company, I received the Alvarez Grand Prize guitar and it's a beauty. Just wanted to express my gratitude and wish everyone a happy and healthy new year.
You're quite welcome, and thank you again to Chris Meikle and everyone at St. Louis Music and Alvarez Yeri, that was really awesome of them to do that.
The Alvarez
Really awesome.
that we got here for a friend of ours for
Yep.
a Christmas present
Yep.
was,
We bought a baritone for
Yep.
a buddy of ours. Yeah.
it was beyond our expectation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Came with a LR bag, Stage Pro pickup in it and everything. Unbelievable. It was really, really
Well done.
yeah, and
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
Like the quality of that guitar for
Yeah.
the money that we paid.
Yeah.
Inexpensive, not cheap.
Yeah, inexpensive times 10
Monetarily cheap, but the guitar
was deadly,
perfect out of the
deadly.
box.
Well, it's just like
Yeah.
mine. I have one hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
It's just one of the best.
Yeah.
It's the only baritone I've ever owned.
Yeah.
I can't see owning another.
And
one.
to see the video when our buddy got it,
Yeah, he
and how
lost his
happy
shit.
he is with it,
Yeah.
yeah, amazing. So
It very nearly didn't make it to
Here's
Toronto.
to
Yeah.
everybody at St. Louis Music,
yes, sir.
Alvarez.
It was a
and
bit
our
of a
friend
hairy
Jericho.
weather day.
Next,
Super chat from Jamie Reed.
Jamie Reed.
Hope you guys had a good Christmas and New Year. Here's to 2023 and a great year of string theory.
same to you,
Sweet.
brother. Jamie, you know what? I nominate Jamie Reed for a theme song.
Really?
We're gonna have to work on that.
Yeah, we should.
Jamie Reed, I think, is in line for the next string theory
Major string
Next
theory
jingle.
outing.
theme song. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Good enough.
All right. We'll work on it, Jamie.
Yeah, next.
Super chat from Ted Slade.
Ted Slade.
Ted.
Happy New Year to all. Treated myself to a Boucher SGWT 1131.
Whoa!
Nice.
Treated yourself.
There's a lot of letters and numbers for a New Year's present.
Whoa,
Sweet.
buddy.
What is a WT 1131?
I think it's one of the walnut. I have to ask him, but I'm not sure. That's a really. It's not a normal one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recognize the
that's a special
1131.
model.
Yeah.
So you probably just got the best guitar you've ever seen in your friggin' life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. That's going to be something.
Boy, howdy.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Boy howdy times 2.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Next.
Question from Darren Murray.
Darren Murray.
Hey JP and Chris, just need an opinion. I have a 1936 Martin D18 that needs a neck reset, but I was offered a serious amount of money for it. Should I part with it and get a Boucher?
Yes.
Yeah.
No question. Not that I'm not shitting on the Martin, but the point is you've got a guitar that is 90 years old, and it already needs a neck reset, and it's going to need another neck reset in about 8 years. It just is. That's the way it is. There's no trust in that neck, and it's going to need a neck reset every 6, 7, 8 years. It really is. You can't, if you're using them a lot, and they're exposed to normal changes in humidity and temperature, it is not going to stay put. So, yeah, sell it. You could probably buy a 1936 D18, you could probably buy 4 Bouchers.
Well, that's the thing.
That guitar is worth probably $30,000.
Right.
Bucks.
Take advantage of the cachet that guitar
Yeah.
has.
Yep.
Translate that into a new guitar that you can actually use reliably.
Yes,
That
and
will
not worry
play
about.
better than the
Oh,
Martin.
yeah, way
Playability wise.
It's going to be
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, if
It's-
the
it
goal is
might-
playing and not having a collector's item.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a big
Yeah.
difference there.
Yeah. If it's
And I'm sure that a 30 D18 is a friggin' cannon.
Yeah.
That they're known for it, right?
Yeah.
But it's also a 90-year-old guitar.
Yeah.
It's not.
if you're a player, not a collector,
Yeah.
get rid of it.
Yeah. Sell
Yeah.
it. You'll be happy that you
Yeah.
sold it.
Get a couple guitars.
Yeah, you can buy a Boucher and put 10 grand in the bank like
Mm-hmm.
me with that guitar.
Yeah. Yes,
And you're selling your problems to someone else.
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to happen.
And
The
you can
guitar
always
that-
take up collecting stamps.
That's right.
if you need
or
something to collect.
coins or
Yeah.
condoms or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use dog bones.
Rubber boots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pelican beaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Machine heads that are worn out.
That's right.
Yeah. Big money in that.
Dead broken strings.
Yeah.
From some drunk guy at a
Ball ends from broken
at a mic
strings.
at an open mic in Trackety, New
Oh, what
Brunswick.
happened there?
Something occurred. I'm not sure what.
Barking spiders, I think.
No, that was more of a screaming duck.
Yeah, that was alive.
Yeah. very gassy tonight.
You're so gassy.
It should be had to do with my giant gut.
It's a glandular issue, I'm sure.
It's my thyroid.
It's your glands.
It's my glands. Connect. It's my glands. It's my glands,
It's
damn
a
it.
glandular issue, I'm telling you right now.
I take drugs for it. Connect.
Oh dear. A super chat from Blair Svensson.
Hey, Blair.
Svensson.
I saw your last video
Yes,
at the piano.
that's right.
Yeah, I saw it. Keep doing what you're doing.
That was last year's winner.
Yes.
Well, and his video was last year, but we're only into this year. I just saw it
Right, right.
recently. Yeah, Blair's in my feed.
Cool.
In my YouTube feed. Because he's a glandular issue.
He's taking. He has meds.
Focus.
Connect.
Okay.
Focus. He says, how about the new content of Blade over at Cam McMaster's channel?
The what?
Yeah, Clam's got
Have
content.
you been watching his new content?
Yeah, we haven't.
I
but
haven't, no.
Clam was telling me about it.
Was Clam telling you about
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
Clam was telling me about it. He's
Like
kind
doing
of
music videos?
yeah. He's doing a Clam McMaster channel.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
There we go.
we need to go. Maybe we need to go inside after, and we need to catch up.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, yeah. We were chatting over Christmas.
See what he's up to.
Yeah, the Clam disaster.
Next.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like a yak.
Or a Yeti.
A super chat from Colin Dolan.
Colin Dolan.
Hello, boys. Is it a good idea to use a spoke shave to trim down a guitar neck? Seen Luther doing it on TV. Don't plan on doing it myself. Actually, he says meself. New potatoes.
Fiddly-dee, new potatoes. Fiddly-dee, new potatoes.
So the question is this: why would you want to shave down a neck?
Too big for your hand?
No.
Different wrong shape for your hand?
Buy another guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Because so here's the deal. Guitar necks are what they are because of the body that they're being attached to. So if you take a bunch of meat out of a neck, you're taking about however much meat you take out is the percentage of actual sound you're losing from the guitar.
And strength.
And strength. I know this because I've seen it done many times, and I've actually seen it done horrifically to my dead brother's guitar, who he bought a Yamaha FG-1500 in 1972, and it took me 15 years to find 10 years to find it, at least 10 years. It was with some guy in Chicago who butchered it. He did that. He took a spoke knife to the neck and
Spoke shave.
spoke shaver.
Yeah.
And took all the wood out of the neck.
Yeah, you may also be using an Australian draw knife.
Right. and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and just destroyed the guitar.
Yeah, I'm redoing my driveway next week with a tunnel boring machine.
I heard, because I remember that guitar so well from my childhood, how incredible that thing sounded. And when this guy was after butchering this thing and played it on his YouTube channel, I was just like, oh my God, if my brother saw this, he'd kill that guy. It's just like, what is wrong with him that he even did? Because Yamaha necks are renowned for their playability.
Yeah.
And he shaved this thing down to the thickness of a fucking book of matches.
And necks make a difference to the player.
They do.
Because the profile, the shape of the neck, the width of the neck, some girls playing have such small hands that they have trouble getting around the neck. So you can take a neck and you can thin it, but then you've got to deal with changing the nut. You got to dress the frets in, like you're shrinking the whole thing.
Yep.
There are good reasons to change a neck sometimes, but it is not the end user taking a spoke shave to the neck.
If you don't like your neck profile, sell your guitar and buy another guitar.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to help yourself. You're definitely not going to help the sound of the guitar. It really does.
Or the playability.
Or the
of the guitar.
playability. No, it's not going to work. I've seen it done. I mean, even people. I can even make a great example of Doc Watson. When he first started playing Gallagher's, he didn't like the neck profile, so he went back to JW and said, "Can you build me a guitar with a Les Paul neck profile? Here's the neck." And he took it off his old Les Paul. Here's the neck. Make it like that. And so that's what they did. And that's what a Doc Watson model Gallagher is to this day.
Right.
It has a Les Paul neck on it.
Yeah.
But he didn't ask JW to alter the neck of the existing guitar. He said, build me a new one.
Right.
Because they all know this. They know that a guitar is matched to the body. It's matched the mass of it and the way that it sits in the block, and all these things contribute like at least 30% of the volume and tone to a guitar is the neck, right? You wouldn't think that, but it's true. The better that seal is, the better the sound of the guitar. That's why bouchers are so incredible, because Robin has this
Proprietary.
secret
Yeah.
way of making the neck become part of the body entirely, almost on a molecular level. That's how tight that seal is, right? So you can't alter a neck. You can, but you're gonna lose.
The first question I'd ask
lose.
somebody that was asking that is, what's wrong with the neck you have?
Right.
What neck profile is it that you want to go to, and
Right.
why?
Yeah.
Right? And if you want to answer that question, walk into a store and try a bunch of different guitars, because there's many different profiles. Some are
Exactly.
flatter, some are D-shaped,
Some are V,
some are wider,
some are C.
V's, C's, wider, narrower.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to take a spoke shape?
The most
Yeah.
brilliant neck profile I've ever seen is on my Yeri. It has a dual profile. It starts at the bottom in a soft V,
Right.
and when it crosses the fifth fret, it turns into a soft C. So it's a dual profile. So as you go up the neck comes out to meet the back of your hand.
Right.
And it's so comfortable to play. And it's the only instrument that I've ever seen in my entire life that has that feature. And I'm not sure why no one else caught on to it, because it is brilliant. It's the most comfortable neck I've ever seen. And that's the kind of thing you're looking for, probably. That kind of comfort and speed only comes from that sort of innovation. You can get that kind of speed from a soft V neck all the way up, but then when you get up here, it's not as comfortable, because that's poking into your thumb or your
Right.
hand. Like it's difficult. Neck profiles are difficult depending on your hand shape, how much meat's on your hand,
Yeah.
all these things,
The
right?
width of the size of your palm.
So you got to go into a shop and see what guitar you really need.
Yeah.
Before you make.
Before
a
you
decision.
start going hacking at it.
Yeah.
You.
And you're probably going to go, man, fuck this.
That's too much work.
I'm not going to hack this neck
Right.
off. I'm just going to trade the... Here's the other thing. If you alter the neck, the guitar is worthless. That guitar will be worthless. No one wants that. No one wants that drastic of a modification on a used guitar.
No.
They just don't. So don't do it. You're going to... As it is, you can take that guitar and get 70% of what it's worth, or maybe 60,
Or 50.
whatever the case may be, depending on where you buy it or trade it in. But don't alter it, because if you do, it's just a homemade piece of junk at that point. You'll take it into a shop and the guy go, "What the fuck happened to the neck? I don't want this." It'll be worth it. Yeah, it's going to be worthless. So, yeah, stay away from that.
Yeah.
And give me a drink of this, because I haven't tried this one.
All right.
There's no alcohol in that.
Yeah, there is.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a metric crap ton of alcohol in there.
Really?
Yeah.
I must be an alcoholic or
There's
lush or...
That's my Caribbean
tastes good.
drink
Hobo.
for the day.
I don't see the palm trees floating above your head.
Oh, they're in there.
Oh, yeah. Good. Next.
Super chat from Stephen Baker.
Stephen Becker.
Sudsy, what's the water like tonight there, brother?
Yeah, your balls floating yet?
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Who said that?
Family
Shetland.
TV.
Tone it down.
This is YouTube. We're allowed.
I don't know that. He says, which color will you be signing the top of my bouchers with when I see you this year?
Which color? Silver.
So, I don't see silver.
I'm still not.
Gold.
I am still not. I am still not committing to doing that.
Signing the tops
He
of
doesn't want to sign the
bouchers?
tops.
No. I
What about the
can't.
Sign the back?
I'll sign the side
Okay.
where it won't get hurt and you can look at it. I really feel badly about signing the top of a boucher.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
We might have to slap you around a little
Yeah.
bit when you come
I mean,
over
if you
this year,
really,
Sudsy.
really want me to do it, I'd have to get permission from Robin. Because Because seriously, it's just not a guitar. It's just not a guitar.
I think we need to just slap him around and knock some sense into him.
You don't damage the top of a guitar like that.
It's not damaged. It
It
doesn't
is.
play any different.
My signature is worthless.
Hey, Grey Lady down.
Slap that down on a fucking Boucher? No.
Grey Lady down.
What if it's your signature model?
It
doesn't
my
matter.
signature's on the label inside the guitar.
Yeah, but no one can see that.
Well, Sudsy can.
We'll talk about it, brother.
Yeah. Rubber
I just
ducky.
like
We'll
poking the
discuss
bear.
North the one.
Rubber ducky.
Fun to poke the bear, see what happens.
It's so much fun. I don't know
You
what
make
the
bath time so much
Oh,
fun.
yeah, you make bath time so much. Yeah, that's right.
Rubber
How do
ducky, I'm awfully glad you're you.
How do we know the words
I can't
to
do a
this?
good Kermit, but...
What is wrong
Dave
with
can.
us?
Yeah, how do you know that?
This morning I woke up singing da re da ro, the fucking the
Oh, the
Grinch song.
Whoville. The
Yeah.
Whoville
Christmas
song.
song.
That was my earworm this morning.
Ginger, I still have your Grinch sign up on my back porch.
Oh, yes.
If you haven't
jeez.
noticed.
I did notice.
It's still up. All the Christmas decorations are down except the Whoville porch. Gah!
Our tree's coming down next Monday.
There you go.
We leave it up half a month at least.
Good.
I love the tree.
Next.
Next.
It's a bass track or something. We got a super chat from Jamie Reed.
Jamie Reed.
I got the
Happy
D'Addario
Wednesday,
Humidipacks and love them. How many
Yes,
times
we-
a year do you change them? Do you know? Guitar stays in the case when it's not being played.
I don't think you have to change them that much.
6 months?
You should just go with D'Addario on that. Whatever they recommend is going to be accurate. They're not. One thing about D'Addario is they're super pro musician, so they're not going to say you got to change it every 90 days because they want to sell you the pack. They're
If
not going
that's
to do
if
that.
it's
to
not
you.
open that much, it should be
Right.
good like twice a year.
If you notice,
If you
that-
aren't, if you're not opening it twice a year,
yeah, it's not going to
something's
go
wrong.
anywhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not going to hurt it to It's probably something like a year, I would think. But I would go with what D'Addario says. And you also have to keep track of the condition of the guitar. That's really important. It doesn't matter how good those Humidipacks are, and they're really good. They work like a charm, but nothing can replace opening that case and taking your fingernail and going across the back, right behind the bridge. And if you can feel that grain, that guitar is dried out. And it's in danger. So you got to get it humidified. And conversely, if you take the flesh on your fingers and rub it the other way behind the bridge and you feel a hump back there, it's too wet. And also check your fret ends,
yeah,
that they're not sticking out. That means dry.
yeah.
And all things like that, and your action going up and down, that's a problem. So it either means you're under or over humidifying it, depending on what's happening. So, but the Humidipacks are so smart that they don't let that happen.
Yeah.
So you just got to keep an eye on the guitar and try to do what they say, what they recommend for the length of life from one of those packs, right?
And the body is always going to respond first to
Yes.
being dry or wet.
Yep.
If you run your fingers down the sides of the neck and feel sharp edges on the frets, you're in serious trouble already.
Yeah, you're in bad trouble.
Yeah.
That means your guitar is so dry that the frets are ready to pop out. The neck has shrunk so bad that the fret ends are sticking out.
Yeah.
And that is horrible. It's not a good place to be. So, yeah, I would just go with what they recommend. D'Addario is a top-notch, upfront, upstanding company. They're not gonna jerk you around.
You should be opening up your guitar and playing it once a month anyway.
Yeah, you should
At
be
the very
opening up
least,
every
just to see
day,
what it's
you
doing.
dick.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think?
I don't
this
know if
is?
I would have gone to the dick level.
Well,
already,
I mean,
but
Hardly.
you irresponsible guitar owner.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're a
like
dick.
When's
maybe
the last time you opened all your
maybe a
guitars,
strong
JP?
admonishment, but let's not go Chappaquiddick here and drive off the side of the bridge, okay? Like
You
come
need
on.
to play every day. Don't push me. Okay, sorry.
You don't play every day. You
Kind
clown.
I play every day in my head.
kind of
That doesn't
gentler,
count.
nicer JP for 2023, okay?
No.
Okay.
Guitar.
Next.
He's going in like a lion, I guess.
Guitar. Love you.
Love you, JB.
Well, He's got to play now, though.
Yeah. He's gone to open it up
laughing
right
so
now.
hard now. He's like,
Yeah.
well, I better actually go play.
I better go open
Yeah,
this.
I better actually go do
Screw
this.
these two
Yeah.
yokels over there. I'm going to go get my guitar.
Love you, brother. Don't forget to pick. Picking's important. Card arc.
So between Jeff Gallant.
Sir, ma'am?
What?
What? So between Jeff Gallant and Michael Easter, they've come up with you and Robin both have to sign Steven's guitar, and it will be the Fat Man and Robin edition.
Connects.
That was already a thing, wasn't it? Fat
It was
Man and
you
Robin?
came up with it.
Yeah, Fat Man and Robin.
Was it you that did that?
Fat Man and Blobbin.
Oh, yeah, Fat
Yeah.
Man and
And
Blobbin.
then it was
Yeah.
Fat Man and Robin. So it would be the Fat Man and Robin edition
So
of the
it's
guitar.
time,
Fat
for
Man and
it's
Blobbin.
time for the first sip of scotch of 2023, and today, in the decanter, we have a full bottle of the Belvedere.
Okay.
12-year doublewood.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff is just...
You go ahead with your scotch. I'm going to have my Irish scotch.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Irish
encase it
scotch.
in a fine Nashville cask.
Yes.
Right there.
A vinyl cask.
It's a neoprene.
A neoprene cask.
But it's a Nashville neoprene.
It is. Nashville
cask.
neoprene.
Yeah.
Nashprene.
Nashprene. There you go.
Neoville. Ooh, the Belvedere.
This is smooth and rich and bubbly and ultra smooth.
Belvedere is awesome.
Listen to
It's
the
really
bubbles.
good.
Listen.
I hear.
Only a Guinness.
People don't get tired. It's been 3 fucking years and people are still watching us.
Oh, they're
What is
tired.
wrong?
They're tired,
they're-
all right.
Yeah, but they're just
Yeah.
waiting for us to self-destruct.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they watch us every week now.
Yeah, they're waiting to see the mushroom cloud
We had
on
700
camera.
new subscribers last month. They're just coming in because they're like, these two
Yeah.
guys, one of these guys is going to fucking have an ulcer
Hey,
attack.
watch
and-
these two morons
Yeah,
for one night.
after a while, at least one of them's going to fall off the chair and kill themselves.
Yeah, there should be an ad campaign. Got no life?
I got no life.
Tune in Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, do you have a life? If you don't, Wednesdays at 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Here we are. Hey.
Next. Next.
What's thinking? Question from Mark High.
What?
How high is he?
Well, he's actually in southern Australia.
Oh, he's pretty
so
low.
I guess.
Southern
Way
Australia.
down under.
Yeah.
He's almost all the way
How
under.
you doing, Mark? Is he new?
Cheers, brother.
Maybe.
Hey,
He's not a
Southern
member,
Australia.
so it's hard to say.
love the Aussies. They're awesome.
Yep.
Hey JP, what's your opinion of Yamaha tuning keys, say on an LL16?
Machine.
Yeah.
So basically, I don't think I've ever really seen a bad Yamaha machine head.
No.
And if you're dealing with a 16, they're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're having problems, it means there's a bad batch on there. Now, with that being said, what was the company that had the mess up this last year with the machine? It wasn't Grover. Was it
No.
Grover?
It was.
It doesn't matter. We can say it because they're one of the best companies in the world.
Yeah. It
But
was
they-
a
but they-
boutique. It was a boutique
Yeah.
tuner company, but
Waverly?
Waverly tuners.
Waverly.
Yeah.
But Waverly's are unreal
Right.
good. But what happened was
They got a bad batch.
they got a bad
Yeah.
batch of alloy.
Yeah.
And so things were going wrong with these tuners. They
Yeah.
were having hitches and bald
and
spots.
slop and
Right.
Yeah.
And they never have that.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility that components from inside these machine heads all come from the same place. Those little brass
but not
teeth.
not for Yamaha. They're going to build their
No,
own.
they're going to build their own, but
Yeah.
they still might be using alloy.
You know what?
From the
I
same
can
place,
honestly
right?
tell you, for a fact, I have never changed a set of machine heads on a Yamaha
No,
guitar.
me neither. No.
Right?
I
On
have
Gibsons, on everything else, yes.
I have a 45-year-old Yamaha sitting there
Yeah.
that was never purchased.
Right.
And I got it from an estate sale. The machine heads on it are nearly perfect. There's one that slips because it's so old it was never used.
Right.
and it got corroded. And when I broke it open, a tooth probably come off in there because it was 45 years old, never been turned.
I wouldn't say the tooth came off, but they're probably just a little sticky from lack of use.
Yeah, and so I mean, that's a guitar that's been sitting literally nearly 50 years, and those machine heads, which weren't good quality back then, they weren't as good as they are now.
Today.
Is still operating like a charm. I'm probably going to replace them when I get that guitar done, which is I'm going to get it done to review. And so if you're having a problem with on an L16 Yamaha, I would, if there's a problem, take them back to the store and say, like this, I'm having problems with this machine head or whatever, and they will fix it. They'll replace it. And other than that, you should find them to be as clean and fast and quick and accurate as any machine head in the world.
Yamaha,
I've just never had a problem.
Yamaha is a heavy industry company. Yamaha makes parts for airplanes.
Gears and teeth, man.
Yeah.
That's what they are good at.
Yeah. And
ratios and gears and teeth.
Any shop that you probably take that guitar to, if you say there's a problem with the machine heads and let's change them, they'll slap a set of Grovers on them.
Yeah.
Because a Grover is like for a guitar like that, for that model and style of guitar, they'll put a set of Grovers on it.
Yep.
And you'll be just as happy, if not more happy.
Yeah, Grovers are great.
Yeah.
And you know what's really weird, too, is I'm looking at that guitar when I take that in to Doug.
Yeah.
Fucking Doug. Damn Doug fucking Sampson. Doug.
What
Anyhow, when I take that guitar...
No, not anyhow. That guy is the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
Doug freaking Sampson. Who does he think he damn well is anyway?
Doug Sampson.
Doug Sampson.
Anyhow, when I take that guitar into Doug fucking Sampson...
Don't even say his name.
When I take that in, I know that he and I are going to have a conversation about whether or not...
I'm going to have a conversation with Doug Sampson.
Whether or not we want to keep those vintage tuners on that guitar. And I think I'm going to have to replace them.
I know what he's going to tell you.
But you know what the thing is I'm going to say? I can't imagine the look of any other machine head on a Yamaha. The look
He's
of them,
not even going
right?
to let you replace them.
No.
The guitar is worth more the way it is.
Probably. He's probably going to take it apart and go, okay, what's wrong in there? And I can't imagine any other machine head shape but that one.
Yeah.
That's the one that looks right on a Yamaha.
Yeah.
And it has the old-fashioned, diamond with the ridge in the middle of the button. Like that really old-fashioned Yamaha ones, right? They're just gorgeous. That was a $400-500 guitar 50 years ago. I paid $1,000 for it.
I guarantee you won't change them. They just need to be.
I think you're right.
I
think you're right.
Yeah.
And I think one of them is actually even loose. That might be that could be the problem. Maybe there's a screw out of the back of the headstock.
Who does Doug Sampson think he damn well is anyway? Just the best luthier there is on the east coast of Canada?
Pretty much.
Friggin' guy.
Anyhow, our new friend in Australia.
Yes, sir.
If you think you're having a problem with one of the machine heads, go take it back to the shop or take it to a shop. Somebody, preferably a Yamaha tech, and go, this is not working right. If not, if you're just curious as to whether they're going to last and be good, they're going to last and be good.
They are, yeah.
There's no question. I've never had one fail in 40 years of playing
even
those guitars.
With touring guitars,
Yeah.
I've changed sets of machine heads on the road that are worn out
Everything.
from guitars being played and tuned multiple times every night on the road. But
me whipping into open tunings all night long every night.
Right.
Never failed.
Yeah. If you're not playing your guitars on the road night after night, like 250 nights a year, and they're being tuned all the time, the machine heads should last you a lifetime pretty much in other applications.
It's true.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, a lot of people think the change of the strings is a stress on the machine heads. It's not at all. They're designed for that. The stress of the machine heads is actually the fine tuning that occurs in everyday playing.
Yeah.
That's what causes stress on them.
Yeah.
Winding them right off and winding them right up to a pitch doesn't hurt them at all.
Well, and look at the other little things. Like, you might be asking us a question about the machine heads, but are you, if you're perceiving it's jumping, It may not be your machine head. It may just be that your nut is tracked with the indentation of the wrap of the string.
Yep.
You could be having a different problem other than the machine head.
Yep. Always make sure that a trick that you can use. If you don't, I'm assuming a lot. You probably know this, but I'm just going to show you. I'm just pull it a Yamaha right here. Mm-hmm. So the way these slots are supposed to go is that they're supposed to point directly at the spindle that the string is going to. So that means there's an angle on these slots, right? Also, if you think there's a problem, you should take a little bit of graphite powder, even the sharp tip of a pencil, and line these slots with graphite so that they're smooth. And if it's still bothering you, get a super fine file and just one pass.
You know what's even easier than that? It's time you change your strings anyway. When you take the old string off, just pass the string,
like a
drag
file.
it through the nut.
Back and forth.
Just one pass back and forth.
And that'll take all the burrs and rubs and all that shit off of it, right?
Yeah.
And then that in itself takes pressure off the machine heads.
Yeah.
Because the machine heads are dealing with that. If that's not
they're
moving
trying to pull
smoothly,
the string and its wraps up over the bumps.
So so it could be anything like that, and we're assuming a lot.
Yeah.
But that's
a rabbit hole.
Yeah. But it's a good rabbit hole.
Yes, sir.
Good question.
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate.
That was not a good accent.
Well, fine. You do a better one than
No, I
there.
can't. Australian.
Well, then why don't you do it?
Australian accents elude me.
It
They're
is.
very
It's the
difficult.
greatest
That's
accent.
not a knife. This is a knife.
It's the greatest accent in the world.
And thank you for Crocodile Dundee.
I love Aussie Man.
Yeah.
The guy that does the voiceovers for all the funny videos. Oh my God.
And
I lose my mind listening to him.
yeah, exactly.
He's the funniest guy I ever heard. Cornered.
Super chat from Stephen Baker.
Stephen Becker.
He says, first whiskey of the year on the 5th, well, I guess the 4th here. Lying or amateur?
What?
You said it was your first drink of whiskey for the year, and it's the 4th. He says, lying or amateur?
Amateur.
Amateur.
He's saying
Scotch
bullshit
drinker.
that it's your first drink of whiskey.
Oh, it is.
This
That's
year.
the first drink of whiskey I've
We've been
had
taking her
this
easy
year.
over here.
Oh, yeah. We're
You
not
think
doing
we're
nothing.
party animals? We're not.
I've been at work.
No.
One night a week.
Ginger's been
Yeah.
flying.
Hey.
Yeah.
I've
You've
been
been
flying
flying.
me arse off.
Yep. No, we've. This is the first time we've got together
Yeah,
since the holidays.
I know.
They were gone. I was here alone.
Over
For most of
the
it.
whole thing. We were both flying Christmas and New Year's.
New Year's, yeah.
Yeah, we
So
were
there
out
was
making
very
the
little
donuts,
going on.
brother.
I didn't do anything. This is the first time we've all been together for a drink since.
Where did you spend Christmas?
Here.
Oh, where'd you spend Christmas?
Where did I spend? Oh, New York.
Yeah, I was in Thunder Bay. Where did you spend New Year's?
Montreal.
Yeah, St.
was
John's. Where were you?
Here.
At least I got 2 New Years.
That's true. I got
As
3
we-
Christmases.
As we were flying, we got to celebrate New Year's on
Oh, on both.
St. John's time
Oh, there you go.
and
Time
New
zones.
Year and
There you go.
Newfoundland time.
Yeah, I got 3 Christmases. We had Ginger and I had Christmas on Christmas Eve, and then we had family Christmas on the 27th, and then I had my brother and I on the 28th.
Nice.
So I had a great Christmas. It was a very good season. I had beautiful.
Do you wanna
I got
show
great
them?
presents.
You
Glad
wanna
you
show
had a
them
good
what
Christmas.
I
We
got
were
you?
out working the whole time.
I got a Gretsch snare drum of God.
You want to show them?
Well, no, we can't show them. It's like
Yeah, it's right. I think
right
we
there.
just leave that
It's
for
so
us.
pretty. I'm so
it's
proud.
gorgeous.
Doug
that
Sampson
bit.
helped me pick that out.
Yeah,
Doug
Doug
Sampson.
Connect.
Jam that guy.
You'll be hearing
Super
that
chat.
drum on future records. Trust me.
A super chat from Larry Reinders.
Larry Reinders, local Larry.
He says an Ian Tyson song would be nice.
If I knew one, I'd sing it.
You don't know any?
Nope.
Oh.
No,
You got to be able to think of an Ian Tyson song.
I don't know a single one.
But you can think of some.
Oh, of course. Navajo Rug, Four Strong Winds. I know
What about a Cindy Church tune?
That's even less chance of that.
What?
I don't know any of her music, but yeah, Ian Tyson. Actually, we should have done it. I never thought of that, but Capo Corner should have been Ian.
Yeah.
So here's the Ian Tyson.
Thank you, Larry.
Yep, Ian Tyson was.
Thanks for the emails, brother. Got them, read
Yep.
them, enjoyed them.
I'm very happy to say that I met Ian once at Aurelia at the Mariposa Folk Festival.
Mariposa, right on the canal.
And
Yeah.
I actually played right before him. and it was an amazing man.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a long time ago. This is probably, I don't know. It had to be probably 2006 or 7, maybe 8, somewhere in there. And he was just a big man. Hands were huge. And they were arthritic, like the fingers went to the side. His just knuckles were just sticking out, and his hands were like sandpaper. Like he was a tough cowboy. That's what he was, right? And he was the nicest man. He was so kind to me and everybody that was there. He was a true gentleman. And so here's to Ian. He gave us so much of himself, but also gave us Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah.
You know, he discovered Gordon, and him and Sylvia.
Not just the songs, gave us the influences as well, right?
Yeah. And Sylvia, of course, is a good friend of mine. Sylvia sings on Another Morning.
Yeah.
She sang harmonies on several of the songs.
Ian Tyson, Sylvia Tyson, Murray McLaughlin, Cindy Church, all good rabbit holes to go down.
Big time.
Yeah, to really follow. Because for Canadiana music, man, they've given so much.
Yeah, Sylvia and Cindy and Caitlin were on Another Morning, singing harmonies on 2 or 3 songs, and it was Blackbird and all that stuff. It's like they're and I never met
Cindy Church has a voice like baby powder.
Yeah, oh yeah. I've recorded with her.
Mm-hmm.
We did on the Atlantic Newgrass project. She did Atlantic Blue.
Yeah.
The Ron Hines song.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just make you cry.
Have you heard?
Right.
Have you heard Cindy Church and Susie Vinnick, and I can't name the third person, but the Marigolds.
Oh yeah.
And their version of Inchworm.
Yeah.
From Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yeah.
It can bring a grown man to his knees.
But I'll tell you, the one that killed me, that's so funny you should bring up that song, is that me and Gunning were having this conversation about how much great music was on The Muppet Show.
Yes.
And that's where I heard that song first.
Inchworm.
Danny Kaye.
Yeah. Inchworm.
Yeah, on The Muppet Show.
Well, you guys have to go out and Google the Marigolds Inchworm.
Yeah.
It will bring you to your knees.
It's deadly. I've heard it.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah.
I love that song. And the other one that always killed me was Halfway Down the Stairs.
Yeah.
Robin, little Kermit's little nephew, singing it on. Oh, it was unreal.
Yep.
Yep.
Telephone.
Connect.
Dear,
Talk about a rabbit hole.
a question from Simple Forging.
Now that's new.
No.
That is new.
Not new.
Simple Forging?
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
I'm attracting the machine channel people.
Okay. What do they want? Welcome.
My Taylor 614 CE broke itself in half. The top came off by drawing out. I went back to an old cheap Yamaha plywood top. What should I do with a Taylor? Burn it?
Yes. Absolutely. I used to love Taylor. 20 years ago, even 25 years ago, when I was really, really heavily into bluegrass, flat picking and stuff, and one of my major heroes and still close friends to this day was Dan Crary, and he played a Taylor, and he had a Dan Crary model Taylor, and it was, to me, one of the best sounding guitars I'd ever heard, and still is. That guitar of his is a monster, right? But in all honesty, in the last 10 years, I think, it's my opinion only, that Taylor has dropped the ball. And this is why. I hear about this all the time. Tops coming off, bridges coming off, necks breaking. They're just not doing what they're capable of doing.
Oh, Shetland, easy.
And it's very frustrating because it is a Providence company,
Yeah.
you know, and don't bother. A lot of the times you can't even get them fixed. Like I took a tailor back to the 12th fret in Toronto with a bridge off, and they were like, "We have this happen we have a tailor up there every week with a bridge off. No problem, we'll fix it." Right? They didn't even care. And I was like, "No, I think you just need to give me back my $8,000 and stick this up your ass." And that's what happened.
Like directly
Up your ass. And that's because
Unnecessarily
why would
not
you
like
spend?
wax your back with it first.
It's bad enough to spend the money, but then to get a product that's has a very good chance of falling apart is not good. Why are they doing that? Why they don't have to do that.
There are some companies that attain the number one position,
Yeah.
and then they go directly into resting on their laurels.
Yes.
and
Things
now, get squeezed.
Yeah, but they're calling it innovation now.
Right.
Because they're changing their bracing system.
Yeah.
They're changing their wood choices. And they're doing everything with open pore satin finish.
Yeah.
And blah, 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 blah. They're not good guitars anymore. They're not. They're not structurally good. They don't sound as good as they used to. All these things, right? They have so much going for them. The name, the pedigree. Bob Taylor's a genius.
Yeah.
The new expression system, the second generation, it's incredible pickup.
Yeah.
First one was horrible, horrendous, the worst pickup I've ever heard in my life. Then the second one was like, whoa, they fixed all the problems, and it's beautiful. But the guitars aren't standing up physically to anything, right?
When you get in a line-built situation like that, where compromises are made, and it's about the bean counters instead of the instruments.
And they make the most guitars of any company.
Yeah.
What is it, 100,000 guitars they're building a year? Like, it's ridiculous.
I've seen many tailors that I've loved.
Oh, yeah,
and
me too.
Many road tailors that I've worked on and fixed and had to do repairs on, but they were like, okay, the airlines did this, or time did this from use on the road.
Yep.
But I haven't seen a new tailor in a long while because nobody's using new tailors on the road.
Nobody.
No.
And that's a signal.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Well, it's not a problem. It's a signal, and it's if it's a problem, it's a problem for Taylor because there's so many new great guitars out there and builders that
I hate because I love Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor. Bob Taylor is a genius. Bob Orbonis, who I don't even know is still there, used to be the artist rep that I worked with.
Taylor's cedar top guitars are some of the
They're
prettiest guitars that
Yeah.
I've ever heard in my life.
But I'm seeing now the guitars that I call presentation series, which were always the most expensive guitars that they made, which used to be $5,000. Now they're 10.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed except
the price.
It's a satin finish. You don't even get a gloss finish on these guitars anymore. And it's all, I don't know what happened. But I wish they would just go, you know what? We need to stop messing with all this stuff and go back to building Taylors.
Do the roots.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they were among the best guitars.
They were.
Well, at the time that they came out into the world, they outshone every guitar.
Yeah.
They were the best guitars you could buy. Yeah. As a guitar player, a flat picker, fingerstyle player, recording artist, there was nothing that could beat a Taylor. No Martin, no Gibson could touch a Taylor. It's true. There's no way around it.
They made monster guitars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And somewhere along the way, they became this giant conglomerate that's just trying to put out more guitars than Martin and Gibson. Which they do. They put out an astounding number of guitars.
The same thing happened to Gibson.
Yes, but Gibson got smart recently.
Gibson has realized it.
Martin still hasn't done it. Martin's still catching up and waiting to. Yeah. They will.
Yeah.
And when it happens, I'm going to be happy. Gibson's caught up. Gibson's like, you know what, boys?
Yeah.
You know,
Gibson bought Epiphone and learned from Epiphone going,
right.
What?
Let's turn Epiphone loose, like it was 60 years ago, and let's try to do some different guitars, which they did. The new, those new plain finish. Man, those guitars are killer. And they're learning. They're like looking at the whole thing going, we don't need to build $50 million guitars. We just need to build a fucking guitar that's $2,000.
Yeah.
And boom, and it's good and it works. It'll pick up
And take
looks
more than
cool.
28 seconds on the line setting it up before it goes out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with Taylor and all these other companies, huge companies. It's just no time for QC.
Yeah.
And it sucks. But anyhow, rabbit hole again.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bother with the Taylor. Just cut your losses and go buy anything else that because there's so many choices.
If
man.
it's
there's
sentimental,
so many choices.
If it's sentimental, some tight bond glue, fix you right up and keep it as a sentimental artifact.
Like there's so many choices right now in the world for guitars that are 100 times that one for half the price.
Mm-hmm.
Half the price, right? So yeah.
What's the most famous Taylor that was ever destroyed on the road?
Well, Carroll's.
Dave Carroll's Taylor. Yeah. Cedar top Taylor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next.
Question from Eli Patrick.
Eli Patrick.
Eli, buddy.
I'm going to try to come down and see you in May, buddy. I'm going to be at the Gallagher birthday in Murfreesboro on the 27th of May. I'm going to try to get some gigs going on my way down there, 2 weeks preceding, so keep your eyes open.
In May, you say?
Yeah, in May, I say.
I may have some vacation.
Yes, you may. May.
I've been wanting to get down there for that birthday.
I'll be playing the Station Inn again, for sure, because the owners, like, you can play here once a month if you want. So we had a great time down there, so I'll be definitely doing the Station Inn again.
We could take Eli out for some Jack's barbecue.
Yes. Or he's in Kentucky.
Yeah.
So Kentucky's, that's a whole other world.
But if I could
love Kentucky.
If I could sit in the alley, right out back of the Ryman eating Jack's barbecue with Eli Patrick.
Yeah. It'd be
that's
all
a
right.
memory.
We could bring him down.
Yeah. That would be a good one.
Stephen Baker might be in the help.
Baker might fly over from
Baker
Sweden.
might do some shit with us, yeah.
Maybe even Michael Easter would come over from
What's Eli saying?
He says, "Hey everybody, what are your thoughts on the Fender acoustic guitars made in the 1960s? I play a Malibu from that time period at school now and then. It plays very well, but it could be better tonally."
Well, they were huge in those years, and because of Merle Travis. Merle Travis played one, and they're great guitars. They were great guitars, and I've seen and played many of them from that era, from late 60s, mid 70s. And as a matter of fact, I have a guitar. I have a guitar here that's going to be reviewed from the Paramount series of Fender, and it is a Cannon. A Cannon, this thing, and it was only, I don't know, $800 or $900.
Yeah.
And they're new guitars, the high end ones, not the regular $500 ones, but the ones that are running around $1,000. Wow, they're all solid. They harken back to those days when Fender was building guitars for Merle Travis and working with Bigsby.
Yeah,
like they were putting Bigsby necks on Martins. They were like all that stuff, right? So they're awesome. I love them. I think they're incredible guitars, and they're a huge part of history because they were really the first fully electric guitar company that ever made a flat top.
It would be interesting to see why that guitar doesn't have the tone that you think it should.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's probably because of what it was. They were big, heavy guitars.
Yeah.
They weren't meant for all this. They were meant for ripping rhythm in a rock band.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Like,
where's that guitar being? How often is it played? How's it stored? How's it humidified? Right.
It's true.
And
he's playing it at school, so God knows.
Right. That's
it's
that
probably
would
not
twig
well
me.
taken care
Right.
of,
That's what twigged me to that.
Yeah.
Maybe get the thing looked at.
Exactly.
And serviced and set up. Slap a tone right on it on stun.
No, you wouldn't need that.
You don't think?
No, that guitar is finished moving.
But it can.
It's 60 years old.
Yeah, but it could open up anything.
I don't know about that. It has a lot to do with how much lignon's left in it and stuff. There's none in that guitar, and it could be plywood. If it's a plywood guitar, there's no lignin in it anyway. Yeah. So,
But getting it looked at, it's worth getting looked at.
Yeah, I would take it somebody, just get a nice setup done on it. Make sure it's all sound, right? But yeah, they're wicked guitars. Good next.
Super chat from Tim Bennett.
Tim Bennett. Where is he at, I wonder? India or?
It looks like he's still in, or he's back in India, yeah.
Sweet.
Back in India. Nice.
She's 3 o'clock in the morning there, boys. Or
Yes,
4.
sir. It's up there.
It is.
Happy New Year, JP, Ginger, and Chris.
Happy New Year, Tim.
2023 is full of love, peace, and good health. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Next.
Super chat from Stephen Baker.
Stephen Becker.
Favorite Canadian traditional country artist, Ian Tyson or Hank Snow?
You know what? Neither one of them.
No.
I don't consider Ian Tyson a country artist. Consider Ian a folk artist.
Folk musician. Yeah.
My favorite Canadian country artist is Charlie Majors.
Yeah?
He's my favorite of all of them. That guy is, I love him. He's a nice guy.
What about Ronnie Hawkins?
Rock and roll.
Yeah, but country too.
100%. No.
Yeah.
He's a rock and roller. Charlie Majors is my man.
Okay.
Can't help it. Next.
A super chat from Ark Ashworth.
Oh, yeah. Wicked.
What was it? How about a Gordon Lightfoot ballad?
What about it?
I want you to play one.
Oh, it's too late for that. I'm tired. Why is we've lost Chris.
Oh, Chris
Next.
left the building.
He's clucking. Oh my
Clucky.
God. You don't want to know what I'm seeing. Okay, go ahead.
Super chat from Tuba Dylan.
Tuba Dylan.
Hi JP, have you ever sustained an injury that affected your playing? How did you overcome it? Good to see you guys. Have a Guinness on me.
I wouldn't call it an injury. I had major surgery on both hands simultaneously when I was 27 that kept me out of the loop for about 12 days. And that's it. I haven't really done anything else to my hands, but I've had other injuries that made, traveling and walking and moving around difficult, but other than that, no. I'm in good. Connect.
I don't know what he's doing to Clucky out there, but
I'm scared.
he's playing with the rubber chicken outside. I'm not sure what's going on. A super chat from Tuba Dylan.
Tuba Dylan.
Come to a show near Charlotte, Doc Watson Country.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I'd love to.
Do you have any dates down there?
Have any what?
Any dates on the tour yet? Down there?
Oh, God, no. I haven't even discussed it with Ryan yet.
Just
How's the one
saying
you're
we're
doing in
having chicken
February?
tenders after the show.
Chicken tenders.
Correct.
Sorry, Clucky.
Clucky.
Stephen Baker. I got a super chat from him.
Stephen Becker?
He says, tell me when and where, I'll be there, and barbecue's on me.
Sweet.
Should plan a string theory summit, Michael O'Coin says.
There you go.
Yes.
Correct.
Super chat from Jeff Galland.
Monsieur.
If you keep getting more guitars, you're going to have to build another building. When you do, I know a guy who does carpentry.
Yeah, no, I'm about to sell a bunch of the lesser ones that I'm not keeping are going to go out.
There's about to be an ebb in the flow.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
some of them you just were given to review and you're sending
Yeah.
back to the builders.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that don't actually stay here. So that's
1, 2, 3,
good.
4, 5 in the 6 in the lineup right
Those
now.
are the review
7.
guitars.
8.
7.
1,
Oh yeah,
2,
8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
The one over there is 9.
Wow.
And then there's the electric is 10, and there's a lot.
There's
here.
literally a stack behind
It's
the
ridiculous,
camera.
yeah. And I was at it today doing reviews. So,
Yeah.
Next.
Super chat from Edward Bernardo.
That's new.
Maybe not. I don't know. It's vaguely familiar.
We have a lot of new subscribers
Yeah.
recently, so yeah. Next.
IBG Epiphone acoustics have gone up quite a bit since your last reviews.
Yes, they have.
Excelente is now $1,900.
Yes,
Any
it
idea
is.
why so much so fast?
Demand.
Demand is ridiculous, and the price of raw materials has gone up this last 2 months. And they're just freaking awesome guitars. That's why.
Yeah.
And I knew this would happen. I actually said it in my review
Demand
last
is
year.
outstripping production because
Yeah.
people are cluing in
How
that these are
wicked they are.
fantastic guitars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why that guitar started out at about $1,400-$1,500. Now it's nearly $2,000. You should have bought one last year because they were, and the chances are they were better guitars back last year.
Well, I wouldn't say that because
It's
they're
hard.
still they haven't had
They haven't had time to stop carrying.
and
I'm
that's not
talking,
their motto.
I'm
either.
not talking about Epiphone and Gibson. I'm talking about the workers in Indonesia.
Yeah,
Because Gibson went over there
Yeah.
and beat them in the line and get them all. You know what I mean? Just this is the way we do it, boys, and supervise the whole thing. Well, it's a known fact. Any company, when they do that, after a while QC slips because they're not there anymore. And if somebody stops caring a little over there, things slip. So far, it hasn't happened to Epiphone. I've been seeing them all along. They're still amazing guitars.
yeah,
Like 2 years later, and they're worth every dime. If you want to buy an Excellente or a Frontier and you can get one for $1,800, buy it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, number one, if you're going to find another one, and number two, how much longer they're actually going to build these things before they go, it's enough, let's move on to something else. Because that happens all the time. I said that on my video today about the Texan. You don't know how long it's going to go on. They are going to go, okay, we've done this enough. It's been 4 or 5 years. Let's move on to some other idea or project or reissue or whatever. And then you're screwed. You can't find one.
Yeah.
They're all gone. You're looking for one used, and you don't know if it's been taken care of and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. So if you can find them, buy one, because you will not be sorry. I love mine. I will never part with mine. They're deadly.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next. Good question.
Super chat from Larry Reinders.
Larry Rangers.
Have you played an Olsen guitar? James Taylor's guitar.
What is it?
Olsen.
What does he want to know?
Have you
Have you
played
played
one?
it?
Oh, no. No.
Did you-
They're way too expensive for me to play.
Boutique instrument,
Yeah, they're about $25,000.
Yeah.
There's no way
for sure.
I could ever touch
play
it.
in the store.
They're pretty. They don't go in stores.
Oh,
They are by invitation only.
That's right.
was he?
Yeah,
You go to his shop and you pick the one that he built for you up,
Yeah.
and that's it.
yeah,
I see.
And James Taylor, as you walk out the door,
Yeah.
James Taylor punches you in the face.
yeah, yeah.
That's how that works.
And James Taylor is the only guy that gets into the shop to pick one up.
That's why he gets to punch you in the face. Yeah. Those bony little songwriter hands. Fire and ice this.
This
bitch.
okay? This could go down.
Okay, next.
Just turned a corner. Super chat from Joe McGraw.
Joe McGraw.
Hey, Joe.
What do you think about cedar tops as far as sound?
Love
I
them.
love them.
Love them. My favorite top.
The only drawback of cedar is that it's fragile.
Is strength. Yep.
But other than that,
Yep.
holy shit.
The grain of cedar
the
is
nicest
so
sound.
open
Yep.
that it is so fragile for a traveling guitar.
One of my favorite guitars that I own is a Gallagher OM with a
Yep.
cedar top.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Yep. Finger picked, a cedar top will bring tears to your eyes, and I'm not kidding.
Tears to a glass eye.
Yeah, tears to a glass.
Make-
Yeah,
You can lay on a well and tears roll down your neck.
yeah.
That's not right.
Where's that coming from?
So cross-eyed, he was born on Wednesday, looking both ways for Sunday.
I like that one. That one's funny.
He has
Honest
to
to,
lay on his back to look down a well. That's what it is.
honest to
When
God,
he
though,
cries, the tears go down the back of his neck.
a cedar top
Oh, sorry.
is the best.
Oh, yeah,
top.
it's the absolute
Especially
shit.
for finger picking,
Absolutely.
like
No question.
hands down.
That's why that guitar is designed that way.
Yeah.
It's a finger-style guitar, right?
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah.
Connect.
Pretty sound.
Oh, you actually
Next,
grabbed my... You actually grabbed my glottis.
I grabbed you by the glotos.
What are they
Next.
called? Warbles?
Next. It's got quite a drum sound, too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does have a bit of a flapper blah blah. Yeah.
Next. Help us.
No, please.
No, please.
Rescue us.
That's the end of the super chat.
Okay. Well, let's see. What are we going to ask for a question tonight? So we're starting a brand new draw. 50 new people. What?
Whoa.
What
Simmer.
is the make of JP's
Yes.
snare drum?
Who built my snare drum? It is a very famous company.
Yeah.
Very old and very famous. Who built my?
You're a hard
who built
guy
my
to buy
snare?
for Christmas.
Buddy, I was so.
Do you know I had the whole store trying to pick you out a drum?
I nearly fell out of my pants when I saw that drum.
And the funniest part was I gave him the drumsticks first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I still didn't get in.
And he goes, "Now I just need to get myself a snare drum." I was like,
yeah. Thanks.
No, because I'm always losing my sticks up here, and I was like, man, this is great. And metal brushes, wooden blast sticks, and the regular sticks. Yeah. And Dave got me the nylon blast sticks.
Yeah.
So I got everything I need for that thing.
That's a beautiful drum.
It's gorgeous.
It's very pretty. You should show it.
It's really, really good.
Show
we can't show it.
After the answer.
It's like we can't show it.
Who is the winner? We only pick one.
And why just one?
Just because it's the start of the year.
Yeah.
We get 50
it's
weeks
January
to go.
the 1st.
That's
well,
right.
It's the 4th.
So
but, the first one with Gretch.
Oh. Who is?
Kenny Holden.
Oh,
Kenny Holden.
Starting early, are you, buddy?
He's getting in number
You're
one.
a little local for starting that early there, my friend.
There you
Jamming
go,
your burger down your throat with your fancy
you
drink.
are the first entry.
He spelled it wrong, but it's
into 2023's draw. Mm-hmm. And as the year progresses, we will be talking to you about what the prizes are going to be. They're probably going to be unbelievable as we go forward. I mean, pretty hard to beat last year, but damn.
What did Kenny say when you brought him up on stage and gave him his SoCan award?
He nearly crapped. I gave him my Music Nova Scotia award for folk artist. He nearly shit himself.
Yeah.
Suitably embarrassed, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brother Kenny.
So there you go, boys and girls. Another string theory down. The first one of the year, 2023. Mm-hmm. Keep an eye out tomorrow for Guitar Stuff with John, which will be dropping at 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Atlantic time. Another one on Monday at 4 p.m.
Dropping right straight out of the bottom of the toilet.
2 per week for the next 4 or 5 weeks. And then when I'm away on the road, and from February to April, there'll be one a week. I'm going to be recording them, getting them all done while I'm home here this month. And
plop, plop.
Plop, plop, man.
Fizz,
fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. So, there you go, boys and girls. We love you. And...
Fiddly-dee potatoes.
Fiddly-dee potatoes.
What a marvelous sack of potatoes you have on you.
What a lovely sack of potatoes.
Look at the way your potatoes lay there.
Don't do that.
Lay there.
Cheers. Happy New Year, Ginger.
Melvin.
I don't have a drink. Yay.
Yes, sir.